Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I had somebody on a previous video on this one where I did this one called Ixorus. Suggest that it would be really cool instead of starting with the straight lines, if we did something maybe on a curve or some other shape. And so I thought, or if these were another shape, the black part. And I thought that was an interesting idea. And I thought, you know what? Let's run with that this week. Let's take this pattern and do different things with it. I will try to remember to link the previous one of these that I did either in the description box below or at the end screen. I will put this pattern so that you can go to it. Yeah, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to just explore what we can do with this pattern differently. Let's turn on a light. I am going to very gently make a border. Shall I make a straight border? Let's make a straight border. How big do I want my border? Maybe about like that. If you guys hear noises, knocking, banging, etc., hopefully you don't hear it too much. But if you do, the wind is blowing a hoolie out there. It is. It's running about 25 to 30 for the most part, but then we've been getting gusts upwards of 50. And so when it does that, we get all sorts of noises. All right, so let's start with, on this one, we're going to make a kind of a curvy shape. And I'm going to put the middle of it like way off center as well. How about like that? How about like that? We're going to start there. And what if instead of the regular just crescents, what if they are more of a shape like, get my scrap piece of paper. What if we do a shape more, here's my arm. What if we do more of a shape like that on this one? And we'll color that in, and then we'll aura around that and see what happens. Shall we do that? That's what we're going to do. So let's start with, I almost feel like I want these to come outside the border a little bit as well. Just the arms. So we'll probably do that also. Where'd my pen go? That's the right size. There it is. Ooh, it's cold. So we're going to kind of make swoopy arms like that. This is a good idea, and I want to thank, I don't remember the name of the person who made that request. I apologize. But let's do this week. We're going to explore more than one different way to draw this pattern. Start it like that instead of straight, right? And then let's do sort of a shape like this. There's that wind. It was supposed to start last night. Well, actually, it was supposed to start yesterday afternoon. But it didn't start till, I don't know, about 1 in the morning. It's been blowing all night. I woke up with such a sinus headache this morning. Something like that. Oh, what was that just blew over? Oh, goodness sakes. What was that? Can't tell. Something blew over. I don't know. It's very loud in my yard. Let's fill this in. I'm going to fill in the arms and the shape, I think. It would look different if I left it like this or like that. I don't know why I decided to color in that arm. Because that's not the main base pattern. But you know what? It's what I did. So it's where we're going. We're going to go with it. Why not? How was you guys' weekend? Mine was good, I guess, sort of. We have one supervisor. My manager is on vacation, and my supervisor had some minor surgery done, so she is out for the rest of the week. And yeah, so my schedule was not good this week. The end of this week and in the beginning of next week, back and forth, mornings, nights. I don't like being changed from mornings to nights, and it just goofs up my whole body clock. Yesterday I ended up sleeping in till I had to close, so I went to work at 3 o'clock, 2:45. But I was so tired. I didn't even get out of bed until like 11 because I was just exhausted. I like this shape. This is a fun shape. And just coloring in the arms makes it look different as well. Well, I want to thank you guys for continuing to subscribe. For those of you who are not yet hit that subscribe button, I would really encourage you to do so. I really want to give away some of my art. I really do, but I can't. I can't until we hit that mark. We're headed toward 30,000. When I last checked this morning, we were at 28,889. So we're getting there. It's just going much slower than I had anticipated. Maybe it's because I'm watching the numbers. You know, before when I wasn't paying any attention, it seems like it shot up to those numbers really fast, and now I'm not getting there as quickly as I'd hoped. It's okay. You know what it looks like? It looks like a staghorn fern. My husband loves those. He's trying to keep one alive. They're not easy to grow in our area. I don't think we have enough humidity. We're very dry. Let's see, you're going to be seeing this. When are we seeing this? Are we in December? I think we are. Let me look at my calendar. Indeed, this is going to be the first video of December. Oh, and it's not a Monday. It's a Friday. You're going to be seeing this on Friday because I forgot that I didn't do a full week last time, and I stopped. On Wednesday. Okay, so you're going to be seeing this on Friday, December 1st. Sweet. Oh my goodness. Something is just knocking up against my shed. My studio, I don't know what it is out there. Clonking. maybe between videos as I draw today, I'll go out and see what that particular noise is. It's probably a plant pot. We have lots of plants up along that side of the studio. It's probably a pot just bonking up against the wall. We always get these wind storms. They usually last a day or two. Sometimes 3, but mostly just a day or two. But I don't usually come out here and draw during one of them. Sometimes I do. Depends on what day the wind is blowing. Because, you know, gotta get my drawings in so you guys have something to watch later. Because holidays, they are a-coming, and I will not have time to do any drawing during the holiday season. And then I have to get way, way ahead, like way ahead, because usually I'm like 3 to 4 weeks ahead. But I'm going to need to be like 2 or 3 months ahead. So if you're listening to me talking in December and January, and I'm talking about things that happened months ago, it's because they're contemporary to me. Contemporaneous. You can tell I've been listening to the lawyer podcast people. But yeah, I will be talking about things that happened, and to you, you'll go, gosh, that happened 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever. That is exactly what happens. And besides that, it's what happens if you watch on my older videos. You're like, I get people will comment, well, that happened a long time ago. And I think to myself, yeah, well, you're watching a video that I recorded 4 years ago. Of course it happened a long time ago. But, you know, I chit-chat about my life and about world events sometimes if world events are warranted. As of the time that I'm drawing this, that horrible shooting happened in Maine, and I've not kept up with the details of it, but it's horrendous. And as of the moment that I'm drawing this, they have not yet found. They know the suspect, they just haven't found him yet. I suspect by the time you see this, that will have resolved, I hope. Now we want to just excuse me, I am all congested with that wind. Now we want to just aura. Just aura. I'm going to start here. We're just going to aura around the leafy bits. See, I think that's why people don't color in that arm, because That would be different if you aura the arm instead of auraing just the lump. How do we want to do this? What feels right? We're just going to aura the lump. Just the lump. Just like that. What shall we talk about? Ooh, that's going to be tight. What shall we talk about? Let's talk about something from the box. Let's do a yellow card. Have you ever broken the law or gotten in trouble with the police? Tell the story. If not, what was the closest thing to it? No, I have not. Not gotten in trouble with the police. I've spoken to police. In my 30 plus years of working in retail, I have had to be in the back of a police car, going over to identify a suspect that they had in custody for shoplifting. That was fun. That was back when I worked in the shopping center that has the Target and the grocery store in it. And we called for a shoplifter. They found the shoplifter over by the grocery store. They had him detained over by the grocery store. They came over to get me. I had to sit in the back of the police car, and we drove over there, and then I identified the suspect. Closest I've ever been to like having to deal with police in that manner. Something you don't ever want to do is be in the back seat of a police car. It's highly uncomfortable. I don't even want to think about what kind of germs I was touching in the back of that car. That was pre-global sickness, like a long time ago. And I don't imagine that they cleaned the back of that car that very frequently. I don't know what kind of... Yeah. Don't want to even know what kind of people were sitting in that seat that I sat in. Don't even want to think about it. That's a big wind. This is working well. Just use the question, what if? Somebody what ifed me. So if you guys have a pattern that you are interested in seeing, like what if you did it this way, I would go with that. We're going to just fill this space a couple of auras like that. Do I want to fill the whole space? I think I do. Let's do a few at a time. Come around. Fill the space. Let's just fill the space. As long as I'm here. Like that. Okay, another question. This is going to be a long video just because of the shape of it. Is there a story behind your name? Why did your parents choose it and what does it mean? No real story behind my name other than the fact that my mom did not want a traditional name for her girls, but my dad did. And so neither of us go by our first name. Our first names are sort of family tradition names. Well, mine is anyway. I don't know about my sister's. I don't think my sister's is. I was named after my grandmother. And then my mom gave us fun middle names. And that is the name we are known by. We're not known by our first names. Not unusual in our family, though. My uncle is also known to everybody by his middle name. Um, because he was named after his father. That should have been more of a V. Yeah, he was named after his father in order for everybody not to get confused by two people with the same first name. They used his middle name. And my aunt on that side also doesn't go by her given name. She goes by a combination of her first name and her middle name, all kind of mushed together as one new name. So it's not an unusual thing in my family to have names that are not your given name that you go by. So not much more than that to the story. That looks cool. All right, another question. What scandal in the media did you follow recently? Scandal. I don't know if it's scandal per se, but I have been listening to the lawyer podcasts and videos. So I have been following trials. So I've been following the Taking Care of Maya trial, or Take Care of Maya trial. I've been following the Murdaugh saga. The other one, the mom who wrote the book, that one. The weird things going on with the Sarah Boone. It all started with that dang Daryl Brooks. Caught my attention and I got stuck in with the law tube people. I really enjoy listening to their content. So when I'm at work, my earbud in when we're doing things that are not customer direct related. So if I'm like doing out on the sales floor doing load and stuff, or in the back room, that kind of thing, I'll listen to those. Because I don't have to watch, I can just listen. And I'm learning all sorts of things about law, lawyers, trials, trial coverage. The nice thing about that is I can pick and choose which things I want to listen to. There are some that are just too sensitive of topics that, yeah, it's like, no, no, not going to follow this one. This one will cause me anxiety. And I can choose not to do that, which is good. I like it. We're getting there. All right. How does it want to live? That way. I think it wants to live this way. And then we're going to put a little bit of shading in here. Maybe a little highlight as well. I think that might be interesting to do some. Do I want? Felt like I lost my original rib. We're just going to highlight it with a little white. Like that. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, and now I want just a little graphite in the spots where it kind of folds in on itself. Just a little bit. Doesn't need a lot. Oh, my knees hurt. Little blendy blendy. Like that. That looks good. Thank you for the suggestion. I don't remember your name. I apologize. I had a hard time going back and even finding the comment. YouTube does weird things. But anyway, I want to thank you for suggesting this. This was fun. Ixorus. And should we do more of these? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I think this just gives you an idea of what you can do with a pattern and say, what if? So we what ifed. And yeah. I think I don't know what I'm going to do next. Pinterest will do. And I will see you guys on the next video. Happy December to everybody. And I will be back. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place. I need to do something with my frog in my throat. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.